Tacos, burritos, quesadillas. What we know as Mexican food is only a small part of one of the world's great cuisines. It's vibrant, delicious and fun. Join our food safari to learn the secrets of making a classic mole. How to tell a taco from a burrito from a quesadilla, the perfect guacamole and salsa, and 2 ingredients that make a delicious marinade for the barbecue.
Mexico, wow, well, you've got all kinds of chilies, and you've got beans, and there's garlic, and there's spices. It is a world-class cuisine that you could spend many years exploring and not be done.
Rafael Nazario has written extensively on Mexican cuisine, worked as a chef in Mexico for many years, and has now opened Australia's first taqueria, which he says will change people's minds about what constitutes Mexican food. Rafael, if I'm starting a Mexican pantry, what do I need?
You need, for example, tomatillo. Tomatillo is actually, it looks like it says tomato, and a lot of people think it's a relative of tomato because it looks like a green tomato. But in fact, it's a member of the gooseberry family. They're very, very tart. Essential. Can't do Mexican food without tomatillos. Used in salsas, used to cook stews, used to make anything green. It usually has tomatillo and coriander in it. So then we come to the beans. The most 2 common types are the pinto and the black bean. Okay, these are known here as black turtle beans. This is what they make refried beans with. Here's something that's very common all over Mexico: nopales. These are called nopalitos because they've been cut into strips. Nopal is cactus, and they can grill them. You can make a cactus salsa. It's very, very good for you. It's considered very, very healthy.
And what's a cactus taste like?
It tastes like aloe vera. Huitlacoche is a type of fungus that attacks corn. It starts growing out of the side in this sort of black, you know.
Wow.
It looks weird.
But it tastes great.
Oh, it tastes great. It has a very, very unique flavor. Very delicious.
Wow.
Pozole. The reason it says maíz blanco means white corn, hominy is a type of corn. And the corn is put in a lime solution that makes it puff up. And then it gets stewed, and that becomes a dish called pozole. And pozole is a ritual. It is akin to going to a Vietnamese restaurant and having pho. Flavored chocolate is very common in Mexico. This has cinnamon, almond, clove. You can make a hot cocoa with it.
Sometimes you'll mix it with spices in that.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like straight-up chocolate, does it? No. This is anato, and anato is achiote in Spanish, and it grows in trees. You know, it's a little red seed, and it was originally used also to paint, to dye cloth. It dyes the food. It's also known as poor man's saffron.
Is this just colouring, or is it flavour?
No, it's flavoring and colouring.
Oh, that looks great.
Without, I can't imagine cooking without it.
Annatto paste makes the simplest marinade for the barbecue for a range of meats and fish. Mari Carmen Aguilera is a huge fan.
You just crumble with your hands, just a little bit, yes. And we're gonna have the lime squeezer.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and it's a very good size as well.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have an orange. The annatto gives you this color. It's very similar to the tandoori chicken.
It is, isn't
yes.
it?
The flavor is like very earthy, and it's not spicy at all. And basically, we're just gonna prick the chicken all around. So absorbs the marinade. This time we're gonna marinate it maybe around 3 hours. The best is to have banana leaves. If we don't have banana leaves, we just use foil paper. So
That's good.
Yes. So we're just gonna put a little bit here and a little bit of the paste. Yes, a little bit here. Just enough just to cover them.
Mari Carmen sautés slices of onion and tomato in some olive oil until they're just soft, then spoons a small amount onto each piece of chicken. So you get a complete pack when you open
Just
it, do
a
you?
complete pack, and we just re-wrap them again. We also use the same sauce, the same achiote to marinate it, the prawns as well. Yes, okay, so we're just gonna put it a little bit, and we just leave the chicken maybe just for maybe 20 minutes, just that starts to get in all the flavors.
The prawns are cooked on the hot plate with a little olive oil for just a couple of minutes on each side. For the chicken, Mari Carmen makes a simple relish of sliced onion, olive oil and vinegar, a splash of orange juice, dried oregano and sea salt. This is spooned on top of the chicken and served in a corn tortilla.
I'm just gonna put it here. And of course, we can slice it a little bit. This is your plate, Maiva. So,
Wow, and my serviette? Wow,
your
that's
serviette.
fantastic. Thank you. I like it. All in one.
all in one, so.
This is not what Australians think Mexican food is.
No.
And it's so good. Lots of flavour.
And yes, and it's very, very healthy, very fresh, basically.
Yeah, and no washing up either.
No washing up.
I love it. Thank you. How important are chilies to Mexican food?
Oh, chilies are essentially the main building block to flavor the foods. And the history of drying the chilies started with the Aztecs, the Nahuatl. They would dry them to preserve them. This is an ancho, which when it's fresh, it's green. It looks like a giant capsicum, like a green capsicum, albeit more pointed. They're called poblanos when they're fresh.
Okay, so they each have a different name, fresh and dried.
Right. This is an ancho dried, poblano fresh. If I were to use this in a dish, I would destem it, right? And we take the seeds out, okay? They tend to burn rather quickly, right? And this I would put in a little bit of hot oil, and it puffs up and changes color. The heat of the oil releases the capsaicinoids. Capsaicinoids is the chemical that creates the tingling sensation called heat. Then you start using it. Usually with a dry chili, they have to be simmered in hot water for a good 10 minutes, and then they're malleable enough where you can cut them, puree them, dice them, however you are. This one's a guajillo. This is a really fun chili because I love the color it takes on when it's put into the oil. This is a pasilla, and they have, again, a different flavor. They have a more angular, more pronounced, they're a little hotter. This is a chipotle, a dried jalapeno, yeah? And now these, for example, we combine it with a tomatillo, and we make a tomatillo salsa that has a smoky flavor to it because of the chili. In Oaxaca...
This doesn't smell like it's going to bite you.
Oh, it's going to bite you.
Oh, this one is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. This is Jamaica. Jamaica is hibiscus on that part of the world, and here it's called wild rosella, I think it is.
Oh, yes, rosella flowers,
There you go. And it's the national cold tea, as it were. Very high in vitamin C.
Wow. And so it's got a sort of tropical flavour?
It's sort of a berry, well, hibiscus. Think of a hibiscus iced tea, and that's exactly what it tastes like.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Great with vodka. Well, here we have the ubiquitous jalapeno. These are rather large as jalapenos go, but this